if you're not using this for your agents, you're missing out on an unbelievable amount of data to give your agents context, to give it knowledge, to give it the full picture. And it's actually changed the entire way that I'm using things like Trigify as well, as a result of how I'm thinking about training my agents. So in a video that I posted the other day, I showed my kind of Obsidian graph view here. So look at this. This is basically the memory of my agent at the moment that I'm using. A huge proportion of this knowledge is coming purely through social data. And so one of the things that we've just launched is Substack monitoring. Now, here's why it's really interesting, other than just it's cool to monitor Substack. One of the plays that I've been using recently is this kind of workflow loop that we're looking at here. So the first thing that I want to start doing is I want to monitor, particularly on X, but we can do LinkedIn and other sources, particular topics. So I find that you've got certain socials that are faster paced. They are the leading social for where trends are born. So for X, people are typically posting there first, and they either kind of gain momentum or they don't. That is a signal in of itself. So what I'm doing is I have Trigify monitoring key topics on X to see if there's anything inside of that building up momentum. If it is, we then start to go to Substack to get the kind of context and the understanding behind the signal. So let me just break that down a little bit more in more simple terms. LinkedIn, X, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, these are the signal platforms. So what's happening there or what's trending is a signal in of itself, but it doesn't give me the understanding and that intelligence layer, because a tweet is however many characters long, a LinkedIn post is usually just fluff, so on and so on. So what I want to do is I want to go to more longer form content. Places like Substack, podcast is another good one. YouTube actually is also a good one here for us to think about, and get the context behind the signal. So for example, it might spot that Claude Code is being used for marketing, particularly around like AI SEO optimization, for example. Then what we're going to go do is we're going to go and monitor that topic across Substack and other longer form content channels to get the understanding of what's going on and create that kind of knowledge layer, aka context, on how they think to feed in the fragments, right? So by fragments, what we mean here is if we're only pulling in tweets and things like that into our agent's memory, which is something like this, it's very small. It's not a lot of detail behind that information. So if someone just posts, hey, Claude Code for marketing is the new win, what does that mean? What's the flavor? What's that about? And that's why we go to that longer form content analysis. And then, so we're turning the context into output, right? So then we can start to use that knowledge from Substack, YouTube, or podcasts to then better inform all of the work that we are doing going forward. So when it comes to writing content, when it comes to ad creation, when it comes to copywriting for the website or for even outbound, we can effectively use it to power everything that the business will do going forward, even product roadmap and strategy, because we can have this kind of richer, detailed way of thinking for our agents that we're now using all of the time, right? And so then we feed the loop back into Trigify, we refine the searches and sources and who matters. So let's actually kind of boil this down a little bit here. So I'm going to fire up Hermes, which is just the agent, and I've done a video on this, just launched one on YouTube showing how to set this up if you want to do that. So I'm going to say, using the Trigify CLI, go ahead and create me one search monitoring for AI SEO and Claude. Okay. I didn't actually specify what social. Oops, should have done that. Hopefully it will ask me. I'm going to specify that I want this to be set up on X, and then I'm going to basically say, okay, hey, let's go ahead and pull the last 100 results on X. But what's really cool about things like Hermes and OpenClaw and any other agent systems that you're using is once I've done this once, I'm going to say, let's just turn this into a cron, which basically in layman's terms means turn this into a workflow. Let's run this every single day. So I already have this set up on my system, which is where we're monitoring key topics, key subject areas. And it's giving me some really interesting insights into what's trending, what topics, how can we factor that into our content strategy, how can we update our messaging, who's worth following, then going across onto the longer form content to create that knowledge repository and that kind of deeper understanding of everything. And it's doing this, it's kind of controlling this on its own as well, which is huge. So we'll let this cook and then we'll see what this comes back with. Okay, so it's just come back and we've got 99 results, quite a few it's saying here are reposts, which is actually fine. We could get rid of that if we wanted to, but I actually think that's a signal in itself. 16 of them were how to turn Claude Code into the AI SEO machine. 13 was something around the Claude Code skill. I'm going to ask it, review the results and let me know any key topics coming out of all of these posts. What is trending topic-wise? Give me top 3. Now, of course, my search here was probably a little bit too specific. I was searching AI SEO and Claude. You want to initially with these types of searches actually be a lot more broader because you want to then dissect onto what's trending. It kind of really depends on the use case a little bit here. But now the idea is what I'm going to tell it to do is like, hey, I want to understand the trending themes to all of this data that we're seeing. And obviously it's only a subset of data right now. The idea is we turn this into an automation. But this is saying Claude Code as an AI SEO engine. This is the biggest one by far. Posted turning Claude Code into an SEO machine using workflows, problems, skills, and audits. A lot of the volume is driven through this Julian chap. GEO AI search visibility across multiple LLMs. Claude replacing or compressing SEO work. The repost heavy as hell. Okay, fine. So now we can say, okay, using the Trigify skills, based on what's trending, could you suggest any could you suggest a search query? Search query that would be good to now monitor on Substack. The idea is I'm wanting to get more longer form content on these topics. Really dive into how people are using this. Okay, cool. And we'll see what that says. From here, I'm just then going to go ahead and set up the Substack monitoring. And then from there, I'll then set up the cron, which is the automation, which is really simple. I'll just say, hey, maybe let's turn this into a skill that we've done. And then let's turn this into an automation. And I'll do another video on that kind of detail orientated part in another day, because I'm conscious that the video is already a little bit long. So here we go. So it's saying, okay, Claude Code or Claude and AI SEO or GEO or AI search like that. Use 2 separate Substacks monitors, not one mushy one. So this one's using playing the skills or the workflows. Interesting. I really like that. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and set that up also. So what this has said, it's like, because it noticed that some of the key topics from the X were more around like operators and workflows with Claude Code, let's do one specifically for that. So we'll get like more practical setups, prompts, audits, things like that. And then we'll have one more of a Vega one, which is this AI search. And we're also then just going to chuck it across all of the LLMs as well. So we're going to start to see what's being mentioned in comparison there as well. And this is then going to help build out our brain or our knowledge repository, essentially. So there we go.